Hey, what is going on, guys? I am the Explosive Gamer, and welcome to a Destiny Top 5 video. Today we're going through the top 5 strikes in the game, ranging from year 1 to year 2, and those that were not brought up and brought up to the current light level. Number 5. The Shadow Thief. This strike puts you against Tanix, a freelancing fallen Kel, I guess, or Archon, whatever you want to call him, high-ranking fallen, that is working with a House of Wolves, but Varric sends you to take him out on his catch. You fight through the Temple of Crota, working your way up into his catch, killing a fallen tank and Tanix himself. This strike may not be the best of all strikes, but is probably one of the more fun to play, and as a Nightfall, this is probably pretty fun aside from arc damage or arc burn. Number 4. Winter's Run. This strike puts you against the Archon Priest of the Fallen House of Winter. You fight your way through the Ember Caves on Venus, facing off against Fallen and Vex enemies. There is a wave defense part as you open a door to go through the canyons on Pikes. This strike is really fun, especially as Nightfalls, as anyway in year 1 it was better, since there was this one part you could get up to in the final boss battle where you would sit with your black hammer and then everyone else with their Galahorn, so you'd stun the priest and then, you know, Galahorn the fuck out of them, especially on solar burn. This was really effective. Number 3. The Summoning Pits. This strike puts you against Fogoth, a massive hive ogre in the depth of the Hellmouth. You fight your way to the Summoning Pits through wave defense while a door opens, which seems to be a common occurrence throughout all these strikes. Then you run through open caverns along bridges. This is the most beautiful looking strike, anyway, for visuals in the entire game, in my opinion. Once you get to Fogoth, you have to shoot him in his crit spot, which is a huge heart looking thing in the middle of his chest. This boss fight is not one of the best design, but you do have to move around the entire boss area because there's no one place you can hide aside from a rock in the back corner and the downstairs part, but that isn't really safe because ships come in. Number 2. The Devil's Lair. This strike puts you against a fallen machine god named Sepix Prime. You fight your way through the Cosmodrome, stopping to, once again, do waves of enemies while a door opens, or lasers get out of your way in this case. You fight both Hive and Fallen for about 3 waves. Then you and your fire team have to kill a Devil Walker, which is probably one of the most iconic battles in a strike. This part probably steps over the boss battle itself as one of the more memorable parts of this strike. After defeating this Devil Walker, you move up the stairs through piles of bones and many devil banners. As the door opens, you see Sepix Prime either feeding off or feeding dregs and vandals. After killing all of the ads, Sepix Prime drops his shield, and then you can shoot and destroy this machine god. This strike is probably my most favorite, mainly due to the Devil Walker fight and the fact that the boss fight is both challenging and easy at the same time. Sepix Prime teleports around the boss area, getting up on you pretty much and getting really far away at some points. Number 1. The Nexus. This strike, although the Devil's Lair is my most favorite, the Nexus is probably the best strike in all of Destiny. You fight your way towards the Nexus, first by killing 3 servitors, as well as waves of Fallen. Then you work your way up the stairs, killing a few more Fallen, then running through a few hallways. There's a wave of Vex you have to get through, and then another wave of Vex you have to get through, and then you jump from the top of this huge cliff into the Nexus's arena. After killing about 7 Minotaurs, the Nexus drops from the ceiling, and the boss fight begins. You run your way around this arena shooting when you can, but also dodging all the waves of enemies and the shots from the Nexus himself. My one issue with this strike is how easy the Nightfall was. You could sit up at the top of this cliff, kill all the Minotaurs, and have the Nexus still spawn. You could easily wipe out the Nexus really quick on a solar burn Nightfall with something like the Black Hammer at the time. The only issue is you had a Minotaur spawn behind you that was also a mage. But aside from that one issue with the Nightfall, the strike was probably the best and the most fun to do during Nightfalls, even if you did stay up the top of that cliff. I'd like to give a few honorable mentions to the Sunless Cell, the Shield Brothers, and Saber. The Sunless Cell puts you fighting against Alakul in a dark room. There was no other strikes quite like this that limits your visibility to 0. Shield Brothers puts you against 2 different bosses that come in and out, you doing half damage to each of them until they come out at the same time. When you kill one, the other gets its powers. Saber is very annoying, I'm gonna be honest, but the arc stream running is completely new compared to anything, and the Warsat having to do that was much different. And the final boss battle has you fighting a massive shank. Well, there is phases as well to this battle. You have to fight against solar miniguns, a void sniper, and then like an arc melee nearly, as well as the entire room changing throughout the entire thing, plus the ads that fight around you. Thank you guys all for watching this top 10. If you guys did enjoy, please leave a like and share this video. Also, if you have any topics or top 5s you want me to do in the future, please leave it in the comment section. Anyway guys, hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.